Hi everyone, I'm David, beauty director at Sephora.
And it's Jeffrey here, also a beauty director. And I have to say that a lash look is definitely an iconic look.
Absolutely.
In this video, we're here to talk to you all about some of our favorite mascaras. Now, David and I use lashes as kind of like a statement for a lot of our editorial work and our personal lives, and we love a good mascara. So these are some of our picks and kind of 3 different categories. We're gonna take a look at like volumizing first, then we're gonna take a look at some vegan formulas because we do come across some particular clients that want that option. 100%. And then the last thing we're gonna look at is definitely lengthening. How are we pulling those lashes out and showcasing them so you can see them against the eyeshadow work?
So like Jeffrey said, we're gonna do this by buckets. So the first bucket we're gonna go into is the volumizing, a pretty common thing that people are looking for from their mascaras.
Of course.
So the first product we're gonna talk about is from Too Faced. This is the Damn Girl 24-hour mascara. I have to say it like that. This is the only way to say it.
And there's gonna be some really funny names in this video, so embrace yourself.
Yeah, totally. But honestly, you know, Too Faced was really known for Better Than Sex mascara. It was a huge, incredible mascara. Everyone fell in love with it. And when this one launched, I was like,
how are they going to top it? Yeah, like how are they going to make it even bigger and better?
I'm going to be honest. I was a little skeptical as to whether or not it could differentiate itself in a really dramatic way from Better Than Sex. And this one really does.
Yes, for sure.
I was lucky to get an advanced tube of it, and I was on set, and I remember specifically going to apply it on the model, and the hairdresser was behind me, and he went, "What is that?"
Literally, like a cartoon. Like,
yeah, like things stopped.
Yeah, totally.
It really is, damn girl, like, it really is. And I have to say, like, there's so many components to it. There's these great moussey consistency. It's this creamy mousse-like consistency to the formula. That's these waxes that melt together and they effortlessly build really fast. It's almost dramatic. Like you're like, what is happening? Like it's quick and fast. And the bristles of this brush have an hourglass shape. So they really create a beautiful shape.
It hugs the lash line.
Hugs the lashes, exactly. So overall, I just found this to be a surprising addition where I was like, okay, this is immediately going in. Little side note with this, there are polymers in this. So when you apply the mascara and you get that hourglass shape to create that beautiful curl, it locks it into place.
Okay, cool.
So, which is always good, and I find that to be a key thing, especially for someone who has straighter lashes and they're looking to hold the curl. This does it really well. So it gives you intense volume. It definitely holds your curl, and it's super easy to use. Great one, you must try this.
And the packaging, like, again,
it's so
just
great.
A moment, like,
damn,
wow,
girl!
Like, that's hot.
I love it.
That's
so
spicy.
Much.
It's like a crystal sitting on you, like living for it.
Very you in that way.
Yes, exactly. So my choice for volumizing was definitely a cult classic. This is from Benefit Cosmetics, and it's the They're Real Lengthening and Volumizing Mascara. But I think the big focus here is the volume. Now, this is one that clients come in asking for, I mean, literally clamoring for, and it still sells out of stock on that lash end cap. Like when you're shopping in store, one of our favorite spots is the Lash Favorites. So when you're shopping, you can definitely find all of these formulas there, which is really awesome. But this formula is great because it's really gonna build a lot of volume. Now there's a key to it, and it's really all about the brush. Now this brush is gonna be one of those iconic comb bristle brushes, right? So you've got the little kind of feathers out there that really grab the lash. But what I love about these combs is that when you get it down into the root of the lash, you can really deposit a lot of product there. And then you use the spikes to sort of stretch it out to the end. So that's how you're really building that beautiful volume, almost like a tight line effect with the mascara. Yeah. Now, another really cool thing about this one is that you can use the little ball tip applicator to really target. So Benefit loves to do this sort of like horizontal application first. So you kind of work through the roots of the lashes, then you turn the brush vertically and sort of spike and pull out the mascara to where you're happy.
And also good for bottom.
Exactly. Now this one's gonna be really great for giving lots of volume again and that full, almost false lash effect. So that's why they called it They're Real.
So the next bucket we're gonna go into is the vegan bucket. And this is something that is in rising popularity. People who want vegan-based beauty in general.
In the past, it's been difficult to create a really great mascara that was vegan because typically you have to use like a lot of beeswax and things like that. And these, they found alternatives to give you an alternate option, which is really awesome.
So the product I'm going to start with is from Kat Von D, and this is the Kat Von D Go Big or Go Home Mascara. Again, a great name. You ain't going to forget it.
Yes.
It's really good, and it does just that. You go big.
Yes,
it really gives you a lot of volume in here. They use an olive oil and a sunflower oil in the sort of formula base. So that's what's giving it its volumizing. It's almost conditioning your lashes. It really helps in conjunction with this bristle comb here to make sure you get nice volume and a feathered lash as well, which I really love. Also with this one, it's a very dark black. They call it Trooper black.
Yes,
it's like that really
super black. Trooper.
Saturated.
Like Trooper that you know from that liner, you're getting that intensity of black.
And that's what I really loved about it. And I'm a big fan, and always have been, of this form of bristle. It's sort of irregular. It's not too small. It's not too big. And it's got those irregular kind of like jaggedy moments, like where they're just sort of kind of haphazard. I find for me, in the way that I apply mascara on people, this always gives me the most volume with the least amount of clumping in my style of application.
Because you have some bristles that are applying the product and you have some
that
bristles,
are combing.
Yeah, pulling it out.
And I really love it. So overall with this one, I will say, again, it goes back to what you were saying, how it was really hard to develop formulas that worked vegan, that could hold that volume. This one in particular, really gives you an incredible amount of volume, length, everything, and it is all vegan, which is fantastic.
Love. So my choice for the vegan category, of course, comes from Milk Makeup. Love you guys. This is the KUSH High Volume Mascara. Now, high volume for sure, because this is infused with hemp-derived cannabis seed oil. Now, that's very nourishing and conditioning to the lashes. So this is going to be almost like a treatment mascara at the same time that you're getting a beautiful, full, fanned-out lash. Now, I'm actually wearing this one right now.
Yeah, you love this one.
Yes, I've been wearing it quite a bit because I really feel like it helps, again, condition and nourish my lashes. Even when I'm not wearing it, I feel like it leaves a little bit of trace of that
nourishing oil,
conditioning oil behind, for sure. This also has heart-shaped fibers in there, which really grab onto the lash and build a beautiful volume. Exactly. So you can kind of layer it on top of itself. I do love to apply this at the end of the day too. So like I'll wear it in the morning, let it sit throughout the day and kind of wear through, and then I'll apply a second coat at night for that double dose of volume.
You know, that's a really good point, because I do find that a lot of mascaras right now are incorporating more nourishing oils, and I think that's what's allowing you to avoid that old school. You know, you remember back in the day, you could not layer a pre-worn mascara on top. You'd have one giant eyelash. It would be a spike.
Totally,
but now with these, they are nourishing, and it's allowing for you to sort of comb through and still maintain a hydrated flexibility to the lash, which is nice. That's a really good point.
Love. And I love that the actual tube is made from recycled aluminum, which is
cool.
really cool. Feels really cool. And then when you look at the brush, you've got that same kind of brush that you were just talking about. Sort of like that middle ground. Middle tone, different haphazard. Love that. So this is a beautiful formula. Definitely one to try. I'm loving it. Thank you, Milk Makeup. So the last little bucket is definitely the one that you hear probably one of the most concerns about, is really length, right? Like, how do I make my lashes look longer? So there's definitely some lengthening formulas out there at Sephora, for sure. One of my particular favorites, and one that I fell in love with when it launched as well, is from Hourglass. This is the Caution Extreme Lash Mascara. Now, the biggest thing I have to say about this is the brush. It's got a beautiful 4D amplifier brush. Now, this is going to help to really target the tips of the lashes. I love that it's the perfect length of bristles, so that you're getting the right amount of product right on the tips. Now, this is an ultra jet black formula also, which is really beautiful, so you're getting that ultra black pigment. And that's another thing that you're looking for when you're looking for a lengthening formula, because you want it to sit out against the eyeshadow work, right? And especially those of you that are like blondies and have really blonde tips, you want that ultra black pigment.
Yes.
For sure.
No, that's a great one. And I remember when that launched, you jumped around on the bandwagon. You kept being like, you got to get on this.
I bought this.
Yeah,
I went out and bought this. I was like, I have to go get this.
Yeah.
This looks amazing. All of the advertorials were epic, like so beautiful. You guys do such a beautiful job with your marketing. Like, you sold me.
I remember that. I remember you were like, David, have you gotten onto Caution? It's so good. And I was like, I will. I'll get there. I've got 12 more to get through.
Love it. So it's definitely, if you're looking for that dangerous length for sure and that kind of spiky stiletto lash, Hourglass is the one to try.
Definitely. So for me, the product that I chose for lengthening is from Mother herself, Pat McGrath Labs, and this is the FETISHEYES mascara. This is Pat's first mascara. I'm sure she'll have many more to come, but this is a mascara that pretty much represents what she does. You know, it's runway ready. It's, you know, lust-worthy lashes.
It's backstage in a tube.
Backstage in a tube. I mean, she really put into it exactly that. She took all of her years as the maestro of runway beauty and basically wanted the mascara that delivered those lashes that she likes to see trotting down the runway,
Love that.
So the bristles, it's a really unique shape. It's almost conically cylinder to not conical cylinder to it. And it has that very straight bristle. So it really allows that formula to pull and push through. And it does deliver instant lash length.
And it kind of looks almost like they're sort of split in there. Like there's like little V's where they sort of crisscross.
See, this is how we nerd out.
Like,
on a
I
mascara.
know, we're like so
this is how we nerd out. We're both in there like a microscope. I'm pulling out
what is really going on
my
here?
optical lens. I'm like, now I'm seeing a split in the That's what we do.
But we gotta do it so we can tell you out there, right? So we can report it back to you.
That was so true, though. We literally just forgot we were on camera and did what we do, which is we're like, I need to look at this. Really? Where's my microscope? No, that's what we do. But it really does work. And I was really lucky enough to be at the launch party for this where Pat was. And I watched her apply it on this girl. And it was instant length. Like, the girl really had minimal eyelashes, and Pat, you know, so quickly, barely was even looking, was just
magic
like, magic hands. She got magic hands. She was like, da-da-da-da-da. And all of a sudden, it was like, she had these long, luxurious lashes with no clumping, nothing. So it's a really fantastic formula, too. There's some great peptides in here that condition your lashes. So Pat's always looking for a whole approach to beauty. So not only does this deliver that runway beauty, but it's also giving your lash a little bit of hydration and nourishment as well. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and our little foray into some of the mascaras that we're loving right now. Some newness, some classics, right?
For sure.
Let us know in the comment section below if you guys love any of these in particular and why you love them, because we like to hear that as well.
For sure. And if you like this video, found it very useful and helpful, be sure to give us a big thumbs up. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, so that way you can find out when videos are headed your way. And until next time,
bye.